citadel of spiders. I'd really rather not. I don't like spiders. Oh God, it's these things. They're really not much of a threat, but still. I don't much care for it when enemies just decide to start sprouting up out of nowhere, no matter how benign they may end up being. Also, they can do that. That's more than a little annoying. They can unflower some of the Pikmin. Great. Not like I took special note of the ability to, you know, I actually took time out of my day to prevent that exact thing, but yeah, all right. Murder yon enemies. Murder them dead. Murder them dead. There we go. Yeah, we don't need to worry about dragging their corpses over to the pod. Although, you know, whatever. Go ahead and do it anyway. I see a tomato. Tomatoes are good for that sort of thing. For values and what have you. There we go. Question is this the only treasure that there is? Seems a bit odd that, but if that be the case, that be the case. You guys just work your hardest to do what you can. And I see you, yellow Pikmin. I saw you getting stuck behind. You are definitely gonna get caught on something like an absolute Cadorcus. We are not in the business of tolerating such nonsense. Hey, what the heck? Stop being alive, you. All right, that takes care of all that business. Here's hoping that the tomato is actually worth a dang. Again, I feel as if that should probably be worth more than a bottle cap. Let's find out. And it is so much not more than a bottle cap. That is so weird to me. It's a love nugget, evidently. All right, if you say so. And yep, that was literally the only thing here of value. Interesting, that. All right. The love nugget is a very interesting thing. Not entirely sure how else to phrase that sentence in a way that doesn't sound weird. All right then. Well, the first floor may not have been all that impressive. Granted, I'm in the Citadel of Spiders. I'm okay with floors not having spiders. But now I'm just constantly dreading the fact that inevitably at some point there's gonna be spiders. And I don't want to deal with that noise, let me tell you. All right, gonna bust out the old reds on that one. Take care of that there fire geyser, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Luckily, those things don't inexplicably start working after a small amount of time. That's incredibly lucky for us. All right, over there we've got ourselves a Wollywog and what looks to be some kind of spider. Always a really bad situation to find yourself in. All right, so the enemies can crush us and they can also burn us. I dare say that spider is capable of poisoning us too. Oh dear. Yeah, this is not the way I want to approach this. Let's go at it from another angle. I'd much prefer to be able to maybe, you know, I'd like to pick off the enemies one at a time if possible. All right, could you maybe not be standing there? You make me very uncomfortable. Are you going to attack my Pikmin if I put it over there? No? You're actually going to leave the area in general? I mean, you'd be moving further, but the Wollywog's fat face is in the way. You hate to see it. All right. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to do some experiment. I set everybody way behind. All right. Let's see if we can maybe make these enemies spread out just a wee bit more if it's all the same to you. There we go. All right, that's kind of what I was hoping for, actually. All right, Wollywog, could you maybe flop yourself over here? Is that a thing that you could do? A little closer? Oh boy, yes you can. All right. Swarm the nerd! Oh, God. Oh. All right, miraculously, nobody died. I was actually mentally and physically already recoiling in horror at the fact that I was probably going to lose, like, 20 Pikmin from that, but I didn't. Okay. Did they maybe make the Wollywogs less potent in their deadly capabilities in the sequel? I know that's how they were in the first one. It's possible that their legendary, you know, legend precedes them, but it's always still, let's err on the side of caution and just say I got incredibly lucky and assume that that was a fluke. All right, I'm not entirely sure what these spider things can do. Guys? Can we do anything about this here? Oh God! Oh God, I forgot that that's what they did! Yep, yeah, they're on fire now. I am very much aware of that. Emergency! Pikmin are suffering. If you blow your whistle with B, you may be able to help them. Allow me to take an hour and a half of your day to explain that to you. Everybody, literally everyone. Shush, shush, shush. You're all okay. You're all okay. All right, I'm sorry. I forgot that that's what those spiders could do. That's on me. I'm really, really sorry. So yes, stick with the red Pikmin when it comes to fighting spiders. Everybody else, you just sit a spell for a bit, okay? Okay. All right. Let's have the red Pikmin take care of business as such. There we go. Now nothing bad happens at all. Also, we'll just very quickly take care of these here. Now, if I could separate these three objects from each other, we'd be in a much better state. The Wollywog is looking at us ominously. If I put a single Pikmin over there. Alrighty. That is an issue. An issue most foul. All right, now it's just hopping on over like a moron. That's definitely an option that was available to it. Okay, could you maybe, yep. All right, now just hop over here one more time. No, you've made a very, very adamant case to be the worst. I see. What exactly am I supposed to do here? I need to separate these things. I can go over there and fight the Wollywog. There, you know what? There's an idea. Olimar's just gonna jump in head first and do what he needs to do in order to save the Pikmins that he cares about so damn much. Get over here, you jackass! You think Olimar's afraid of you? Because he's not. You think just because I have barely any attack strength whatsoever that that's gonna stop me from whooping your ass? You're wrong. It's not advisable by any stretch of the imagination, but Olimar can jump in head first and just start punching people in the damn face. Sometimes it's the most viable strategy. And if there's a really weak enemy just chilling around doing absolutely nothing in particular, then I don't see why you shouldn't punch him in the face a little bit. If absolutely nothing else, all right, well, I'm kind of injured now, but if absolutely nothing else, I've definitely softened up the Wollywog. The Pikmin should have an easier time being able to take it out now. All right, now get your stupid sorry self over here, you jackass. What, you got bad hand-eye coordination? You're bouncing the wrong way, moron. All right, now swarm the fool. There we go. It also had a bottle cap, so that's pretty swell. Then what we got to do, take care of that fire geyser, and we should be good. There we go. Go team. Let nobody ever say that Olimar doesn't get his hands dirty when the time actually arises. When he needs to step up, he'll step up and punch a dude straight in the face. Might as well grab everything that we possibly can. No reason to not to. Shababoom! Luckily, out of all the various possible spiders that we could be fighting, these are actually some of the least disturbing. Anyway, creative inspiration. Isn't RC Cola not even a thing anymore? I think I remember hearing something about that at some point. Then again, that might have just been discontinued in a certain area, and it probably is still a thing in somewhere else. Who's to say? As I said before, I don't drink much sodas anymore, so I don't know these things. Lip service! That's dangerously close to actually ascertaining what it actually does. Fascinating, that. Also, there is still treasure to be found. Fascinating. All right, well, first things first, let's knock down this wall. Wow, you guys work fast when you're in a group. My God. That was way faster than I was ready for. All right, well, there you go then. Awesome. That takes care of that. But where is this treasure? I feel as if I should have definitely had spotted it at some point. Let me take a look here. It appears that there might... Oh, there's a little area in at the beginning that I completely missed. That would stand to reason. Yeah, I think I even saw something in the corner of my eye for but a brief moment. There we go. Let's see. Hello, treasure. I guess. Hey, oh God! All right, well that scared the actual hell out of me. What? Don't drop your damn nectar eggs out of here. Don't do that. It ain't cool at all. Could have been a egg full of spiders for all I know. God, it's not like we're in the Citadel of Spiders or anything. Anyway, here's a rubber ducky head. It's not the entire rubber ducky, which is unfortunate. That's why I gasped. I thought it was an entire rubber ducky. It was not. Paradoxical Enigma. Gonna look forward to whatever the explanation for why it's called that is. All right then. That takes care of all that. Not bad, not bad at all. All right, hippity hoppity, let's get some, let's expand our property. I was trying to think of a different word that might have possibly rhymed with hippity hoppity, but it did not work. It really did not. Oh well. Citadel of Spiders. Because that's what this world needs, clearly. All right, we've got some kind of horrifying stank beetle. Oh God, no, that's an electric thing. I remember you. I remember you. All right, yep, except a couple white Pikmin decided that they wanted to be involved, and we don't want to do that. And oh God, it's approaching us at a rapid rate. White Pikmin, please stop so that we may do battle! Murder its face! Come on, guys! There we go. Always make use of elemental resistances at any given opportunity. My goodness, you would be amazed at just how much it helps out in the long run. All right. This place does not appear to be covered in a poison, so that's definitely an improvement. But let's all just assume that at any given moment, something like that may happen again. In fact, yep, I see it. There's a snitch bug and another electrical doodad guy over there. There's a couple electrical doodad guys. Oh God, oh that's right. They can work together to like arc their electricity around. Oh, that's the worst. Okay, hey. None of that. Absolutely none of that. Okay, thank you and good day, sir. Now, once again, separate the colors, much like you're doing laundry. And there we go. All right. Just gonna have to do that a couple hundred dozen more times and we'll be absolutely golden grams. There we go, taking care of business. Ending lives of fools. Oh. Yep, that's gonna be a thing that we're gonna have to deal with. All right. Mess it up as best you possibly can, little dudes. I just would prefer if we could avoid having to pluck them back out of the ground, if possible. All right, there we go, there we go. Not bad, not bad. All right, little dude, I appreciate the spirit. It's in the right place, but not what we're trying to go for right now. We need to take care of all the beetles. That's right, we're going after Paul, George, Ringo. We're going after all of them. And Paul, John, I forgot John, that's the one. Oh man, that would have been embarrassing. Paul, John, George, Ringo, thank you. Okay, just making sure I didn't forget any of the freaking Beatles, my God. Okay. And take him down, take him down, take him down. Flick him on his butt, there you go. There you go, little dudes. All right. So the question is, well, I got some chestnuts, that's always good. I'm just gonna take a quick look-see around to see if there's anything else that may possibly decide to show up randomly that wants to murder us. Because if there's even the tiniest chance of that, I want to get rid of them before they have the chance to do so. Because if I'm gonna have everybody come over here and grab all this stuff and bring it over, I don't want anybody accidentally getting horrifyingly electrocuted or what have you. I'm sure I don't have to tell you guys I'd prefer that not to be the case. All right, you guys just go ahead and grab as much of these corpses as possible. Oh, hello. It appears some of the white Pikmin have found something. It's gonna take them a little while to actually make any headway on that though, so we'll focus on other things. Good thing I managed to actually bring a few of them around. That would have been rather embarrassing to have not been able to get that. All right, carry that. Carry that. And carry these. Carry all of that. And there you go. Oh, Lord, that's actually a rather large object those fellas are digging up. All right, well, hang on, little dudes. We'll be able to get you at least a little bit of reinforcements in a little bit. I think it might be some kind of shell. Either way, it's going to take them a little bit to be able to get that out of there. Come along, everyone. Come along. Here we go. You see, this is what happens to our enemies, people. Their parts are sold off for scrap. And they're not even worth that much. My goodness. There we go. Sunlux. Something. Sliced, peeled, water, chestnuts? I'm not sure. Patience tester. Probably because it's hard to open. And chestnuts are hard to open even after you open the can. So you know what? Yeah, basically you have to work your ass off to open up the can. And then you get chestnuts and you got to open up those too. I think that might be where they're going with that. All right, not much of a reason to be bringing these, but, you know, we already dragged them all the way over here. Every little bit of money counts in the end. All right. Uh-oh. Oh, there they are. How you guys doing? Making any progress? Oh, yeah, you've almost got it. All right, well, hang on. Cavalry has arrived. There you go, little dudes. That'll get you where you need to go real quick like. It's either half of a shell or a clam or a really fancy ashtray. Who's to say? Certainly not I. I know not everything that be in this universe. Of that I assure. And bada boop. All right, that in theory should probably be the last of the treasure here. Ooh, a memorial shell. Fancy. And yep, that's everything. Also, at some point, we lost a Pikmin? I don't know when that happened. Well, that's a shame. I'm sorry, whoever. I don't even know who it was we lost. That's really sad. Dang. I thought I was so careful, too. Where could we have even lost one? The snitch bug doesn't kill, and the electrical beetle creatures can only kill things through electrocution, and I only ever use the yellow Pikmin to fight them. I'm not sure how a Pikmin could have died there. I was specifically careful in a way that should have prevented such things. What a bummer that is. All right, now we've got all this. All right, well, let's approach this one step at a time. Stop all the fire geysers. First and foremost, that's gonna be our first challenge. Oh, good Christ and Lord-a-loo, there's one of those no-good-nicks. I remember your kind. Oh, I remember your kind quite well, I sure do. All right, if you don't mind, could you tell me what it is you specifically do? It's that. All right, well, we'll just kill you before you get a chance to do anything else. Also, you apparently had some kind of candy inside your body. That's more a little weird. All right, well, let's also just grab hold of this. That's 2 treasures right out the gate. Don't mind if I do. Really? Only 15? King of sweets. Well, yeah, I would probably feed a Hokatatian for like a month. All right, and that looks like a Wollywog tadpole. Don't let that description fool you, though. They're still very, very lethal. They can definitely eat some things. Now, this is a really cool item that I like. Oh, God, yellow Pikmin, get away from the fire geyser, you morons. It's only 10, really? Anyway, the Flame of Tomorrow. It's Bowser-branded matchsticks. All right, well, a couple yellow Pikmin are definitely about to get caught on fire. Or they won't. I obviously prefer that. All right, take care of that. We got another one of those dudes. Oh, that's just absolutely spandiferous. Don't want none of that noise. All right, then. Just keep getting rid of the fire geysers. And actually, let's see here. If I could do that. Thank you. Just gonna preemptively stop that thing from being a problem. All right, and then I see you guys. You're bored over there. Don't worry. There's plenty more to do, I assure you. Ooh, you don't say. All right, well, let's make sure that we're throwing in the red ones, because that's still what we have the most of. There we go. And Viola! We got ourselves another crop of white Pikmin. Nice. Should bring us to a total of 20 in all. That might be the game's way of saying that there's something buried. Might have to take that in consideration. All right, and that's something we're definitely gonna have to deal with. Oh, that's an unfavorable area to be trapped in. All right, well, if we're careful about it, we might be able to... The thing is, we need to convince it to kind of spring out without it actually grabbing onto anybody. Oh, like that. What the crap? What the crap? What the crap happened? I can't be the only one to be confused as to what that was all about. Okay, cool. Well, a couple Pikmin just died. Great. Okay, now, if you'd be so kind as to murder the ever-loving hell out of its stupid face. Thanks. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. That second, the second Pikmin that died, that's fine. I'll accept that one. But the first one, that thing dove through this metal container and grabbed a Pikmin through it, and then did like a weird vertical flip-a-doo-dah, and like stuck itself through the entire structure. That's not something it's supposed to be able to do. I'm trying to keep Pikmin from dying, yes, but there's only so much I can do when my enemies can defy laws of physics. Good God, man. All right, now we've got another Wally Woggin. Another Wally Woggin. Oh God, Kenny Loggins. All right. And it's time to slam down. Oh God, just murder it. Just murder it. No, do not try to do that, purple Pikmin. You absolute doofus. You fool. You absolute buffoon. All right, just take care of the geyser. There we go. Looks to be a locket, but I can't exactly tell what that's a picture of. It looks like a dog. Might be a picture of a dog. Understandable, I suppose. All right, come along now, come along now. Give me all that business. And there was a very, very large amount of treasures in this place, if I'm being entirely honest. All right then, there we go. It's a locket with a dog. Dog locket. Time capsule. I mean, technically you could refer to any photograph as such. Ain't nothing stopping you. That looks like another white candy pop bud. I feel as if I'm probably not gonna need that many white Pikmin in this area, but... Oh wait, no, that's not a candy pop bud, it's just an egg. All right, that's fine. I was like, I mean, I'd appreciate more white Pikmin, it's just not sure how useful it's gonna be in the grand scheme of things in this exact moment. But free nectar, we'll always take free nectar. Also, there appears to be a couple Pikmin that have gotten separated in some way. Yeah, they're all the way over there for some reason. Okay. Not entirely sure how you guys managed to get stuck over there. I guess maybe you tried to grab that book of matches, and I guess there was already enough dudes there, and then you just kind of decided, all right, I guess I'll just stand around and do absolutely nothing. Oh, okay, cool. I thought that was the way we needed to go, but it wasn't. It's this way. All right, I can barely see. Well, there's that on display for you. Intriguing. The creature showed symptoms of poisoning after consuming the white Pikmin. Huh, perhaps white Pikmin excrete a poisonous substance when chewed. How fascinating. Yeah, not really the takeaway I got from that. It was much more, dear God, why? Why did I have to lose more Pikmin? Senselessly and pointlessly? I do not care for that! And especially a white one, too. Those are really valuable. Oh, well. It's frustrating and annoying and depressing, but once it's happened, there's really nothing more you can do. Lame is what it is. Lame is what it is. And now I need water. I'm thirsty. All right. How many floors are in this place? By God. By Bogey Almighty. Final floor? Okay. That's what I was hoping to hear. I know that there are later areas that are definitely way more than that. All right, okay. All right and okay. I don't like how quiet it is, nor how dark it is. Well, there's the way out. That's a thing. Oh, good God almighty. Is this really something we're doing? This is something we're doing, isn't it? You're really gonna make me fight this thing now, are you? There's only one thing that could possibly be hanging out in an area like this. All right, well, there's only so much I can possibly do to prepare myself for it. We just kind of got to go in and hope for the best. Say hello. Do this. Okay, just... Oh, God. All right, one of the many problems with fighting you is its stompy legs. And the Pikmin's unbelievably bizarre desire to try and attack the feet, which it cannot do any damage to, I'll have you know. Yeah. The feet are the entire basis of its combat strategy. It's a serious problem. Yeah. All right, just do your best, little dudes. Take it down as best you can. There we go. There we go. There we go. And that yellow's way over there. Stop being over there, little dude. All right, well, you're gone. Oh, wait, no, you're not. You're still alive somehow. All right, whatever. Okay, all right, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Quit trying to be heroes. Stop trying to be heroes. There's no tangible benefit to doing that. All right, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. That went way better than I was actually prepared for. Yeah, I do not care for that death animation one bit. All right. Well, we found a key. That's something we did. Sweet victory! That giant insect's body has crumbled to dust after it opened up like a weird piñata. Anyway, I'm quite relieved to know I won't have to store such an enormous bug. Yeah, well, everything we've fought up to this point has bizarrely shrunk itself down whenever we've had to carry it. It's very convenient that. Analyzing soil samples. Anomaly detected. What's that glittering widget? I know not what this glittery widget be. That's why we need to pick it up and bring it on over. Oh, wow, it's apparently absurdly lightweight despite appearances. Alrighty then. Yeah, I was expecting that fight to go significantly worse than it ended up going. But, all right. I'm not complaining, I'm just baffled and amazed that I managed to somehow make that work. It's not an especially difficult enemy, it's just... I was putting my, you know, actual skill and competency levels here. The key! This object seems familiar. I'll combine it with the President's parallel dimension controller. Alert! Sensors indicate a massive dimensional shift at a distant location. I'm receiving a message from a far-flung dimension. Displaying the message now. Challenge mode can now be accessed from the title screen. It appears to be total gibberish. Hopefully the message has reached its intended recipient. I will name the apparently worthless device the key. Yeah, out of all the objects we could have possibly gotten, that was definitely not the best. Alright, so apparently that wasn't the only treasure that could be found here, though. Alrighty. We're gonna have to go on ourselves a little bit more of a little miniature expedition here. I mean, sure seems like Oh! One of these fellows, eh? Alright, hang on. Come on! Quit being a jerk. Quit being a jerk. Quit being a jerk, you stupid beetle. Come on. Be cool for once in your useless life. Be cool! There. Yes, there we go. Drink the nectar to the best of your ability, small ones. Alright, seems like literally just that one Pikmin gets to drink that one. That's his lucky day. Oh, almost lost track of you there, little dude. All right, then, so that's where that is. Let's see. Am I to take it that I mean, the game gave you white Pikmin, so... Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. They wouldn't have put a white candy pop bud down here if there wasn't something that you could dig out in the end. All right, come on now. The red Pikmin, you... There we go. All right, there we go. All right, now you guys are making progress. Come on, just a little more. It's a big old shiny thing is what that is. There we go. Small diamonds. I'm sure that's worth an ungodly amount. It's probably not. Alrighty then. What we gonna get? What we gonna get? Come on everybody, come on, what we gonna get? We are about to get... Really, as much as a bottle cap, huh? A Regal Diamond. I don't know, I guess diamonds just aren't that impressive on Hocotate. Go figure. Or at the very least, they're as impressive as bottle caps. Granted, I suppose the president did say, what? 100 Pocos was basically an entire year's salary. So, I don't know, I guess that is impressive, and anything above it is just that much more impressive. I suppose when you look at it from that perspective, then yeah, even 40 Pocos would be like almost half a year's salary. So I guess even the really unimpressive numbers are still pretty impressive. Anyway, that should be everything. Man, we found a lot of stuff in there. Some might say an absolutely absurd degree of them, but we did. We made it happen, people. Okay, so then the question remains, what do we do with the rest of the day? There's still a decent amount of time left. I suppose theoretically I could just end things off now, but that's just not in my nature. Also, 40% of the debt is now complete. So that's good. Alright, scoop all y'all fellows up, and then we'll bring out a couple more Pikmin. There we go. Alright, let's see what we can possibly get done here. I mean, I definitely know what we're going to be doing tomorrow, if absolutely nothing else. Which would, you know, obviously get the blue Pikmin so that we can properly explore this place. To the best of my knowledge, there might be something left for us to do around here. At the very least, something for us to go about and grab. Interesting, an electric fence. Somewhere where we definitely would not be able to get it. That's a pain in the tuchus. Alright, then fine. If that's the way you're going to play it, universe, then we'll head on over this way. See if I care. I think you'll find that I don't. The secret is I actually care very deeply. But yeah, blue Pikmins are definitely what we need around these parts. Alright, alright. Come on now, come along now. Something we can do would be grabbing more of these berries. No reason to not. Alright. And you guys, just beat the ever-loving tar. I'll help! You, Louie, you help beat this thing up too. There we go. There we go. Just carry off all those little berries. No reason not to. Get ourselves a new kind of spray. A very useful spray, I'll have you know, actually. So, really, it's actually a very good idea to be able to go get this. The little guys, they carry things so fast. They do their very best. They are my very good friends. We're all such good friends in this here place. There we go. Give me that blorby substance nonsense. Captain Olimar, I have completed my research on the purple berries you discovered. Behold the ultra bitter spray. It's untested, but I believe it will be highly effective. Approach enemies and press up to spray them. That's right, this is for spray, yeah, okay, 1 bottle for every 10 berries. Gotcha, thank you. Yes, I know, thank you. This is for enemies. The bottom one was to supercharge up the Pikmin. The new one is to basically mess up enemies. I'm just gonna tell you right here and now, what it does is it basically temporarily turns the enemies that you spray it with to stone. And that is really freaking helpful. Also, I lost a couple Pikmin. They are all the way over there. Ain't that just about the best thing you ever heard in your life? Except it's not. It's annoying and terrible, and why would you do that? I don't understand. My best guess is they probably got stuck on the flower, and they just kind of hung out after they eventually got bored. Yep, stands to reason. Alright, let's just take a quick looky over here. See if there's maybe literally anything we might be able to do. Well, we could do that. Yeah, no reason to not. Enemies may respawn and bridges may eventually deteriorate due to the various wildlife around the area. But, to the best of my knowledge, pretty sure fences can't come back up. Never. So, no reason to not. Oh, that's another... Oh, I'm not feeling daring enough to do that today. We've had quite enough excitement in the Citadel spiders. But we'll take care of the bridge. That's a good idea. Also, let's try to not agitate that Wallywog over there. Yeah. I definitely know exactly what we're going to be doing here. We're going to take down that one thing there. Louie, you grab these things. Then we're just gonna hop, skip, and jump our way down out of town. And then we'll, you know, take a look at all of the various enemies and treasures we collected, and that'll be good. I'd criticize them for taking so long, but they are beating their tiny little plant flower heads up against metal bars, and are in fact making progress at all. So, I feel like they've definitely earned the benefit of the doubt on that one. They can take their time. Just kind of standing around, waiting for everything to work out. Hoping that Wallywog don't get agitated. There we go. There we go. All right, well, you're lucky we don't actually need you right now. All right, well, let's take a quick look to see what's inside this thing. At the very least, that'll be useful information for next time. Interesting. My odor detectors are reacting. A strong scent wafts from that hole. I am a machine, so reading scents is beyond me, but your faces tell me all I need to know. You are both drooling. I wish just once I could feel what it is like to drool. It's not appealing, I assure you. You are missing nothing. So this would be the Glutton's kitchen. Oh yeah, that's actually one of the ones I very much remember. All right then, well, I'd say we did pretty dang good, all things considered. It's gonna be a little bit before we head over to the Glutton's kitchen and all, but I don't know. Let's consider it a bit of a tease, as it were. Just imagine what kind of horrifying monstrosities might be found in that location. For some reason, I was gonna say locale, but my brain didn't actually do it. And it went locale. I was like, oh wait, no, can't say locale. That's not how that word works at all. So, had to go with the full word. Regardless, look at all this stuff. That's a lot of stuff to read. That's disappointing. Sigh. What I could really use is an email from somebody. I just took a call from my loan agent. He has the scariest voice I've ever heard. While you two are dwaddling about, my life hangs by a thread. Get to work, slackers. I choose to believe it's merely through fear. He is not actually a bad guy. He's just terrified for his life. Granted, it's still his fault that his life isn't in any danger to begin with, but, you know, still. And Viola! Alright, apparently there were some monsters we found. Oh, right, like the giant honking mecha spider monster. And a couple other things, too. The Water Dumple! It's a Gyosa felinus of the grub dog family. A resident of freshwater pools and marshes, this aquatic creature regularly feeds on insects. I thought this was a tadpole wallywog. I was wrong. Feeds on insects that land on the surface of the water. It shares a nearly identical skeletal structure with its close relatives and terrestrial cousin, the bulborb. This may offer clues to its evolutionary origin and suggest that it only recently immigrated to an aquatic habitat. We'll explain why it's not so very good at it. Anode beetle? I don't know. Cerebum electrodia, Scarabum beetle family. This specimen is representative of an insect hybrid that uses electricity in addition to glycogen for its energy. Although difficult to confirm due to their microscopic size, tiny hairs on this creature's legs cause the friction that generates the electrical charge. The electrical charge is processed by the creature's internal machina battery structure and then stored as a Deus electrical field. As this field reaches critical levels, surplus electricity is emitted, resulting in a low voltage current that is transmitted between specimens. It can shock other creatures in the immediate vicinity. Considering this process, it can be surmised that the largest impetus to pack behavior is not so much for synergetic effort of producing as a pack as it is to take advantage of this most effective means of group preservation. Good God, you use a lot of big words, Olimar! Hermit Crawmad. Looking at the eyes and sickle-shaped legs characteristic of squillas, one would think this is a squilla relative. In fact, it is a relative of the hermit crab. This species, however, has migrated from seaside life in a shell and instead inhabits burrows in the ground. While its legs appear sickle-like, they are pincers that have evolved into a fin shape. This beast feeds on small creatures that pass by its lair, dragging them inside to eat them. Most heinous and foul. The Fiery Dwevil! Members of the Dweeble family are known for carrying objects of astounding size on their backs. Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, now that actually summoned some bad memories. Oh dear, we'll deal with that later. On their backs, then mimicking them, the Fiery Dwevil is the one species in this family. Generally, this is a very gentle insect that feeds on grass nectars, but when faced with danger, the Fiery Dwevil ignites flammable internal gases, juts out its jaw, and spews scorching flames. As this clearly makes it a rather dangerous insect, it is best not to linger directly in front of it. As you might imagine, a Skitter Leaf. The Skitter Leaf is a relative of the pond skater that shed its wings and adapted to life on the ground. With no residual traits of its airborne past, the Skitter Leaf can neither fly nor skid across the surface of the water. The wings have since evolved into the leaf-like structure on its back, which serves to hide the Skitter Leaf through mimicry. It appears quite effective, as few predators can see through this clever disguise. There we go, the beady long legs. I thought that's what its name was, but I didn't want to get it wrong. And the Arachnorb family. Although this creature is commonly associated with spiders, it's actually the result of a separate evolutionary line of insectoid creatures. Since it also doesn't have 8 legs, so can't be a spider. Since the spherical body section supported by the creature's legs carries most of its internal organs, there appears to be no other features that would correspond to a head or abdomen, which is horrifying. Let's not even beat around the bush on that one. This tasty red snack isn't quite a fruit, but doesn't seem like a vegetable either. Oof. I've analyzed it extensively, and it appears to be releasing stimulating pheromones. Maybe I should feed it to my wife. Is that implying what I think it implies? Best not dwelled on. I've discovered a complex series of underground tunnels beneath the perplexing pool. Seems like I can't walk 10 steps without discovering something previously unheard of. Making new discoveries nourishes my explorer spirit as a reward for my latest scientific breakthrough. I think I'll eat this grand sweet. And then he did. From the beginning of time, my people have searched for a perfectly clean, endlessly renewable energy source. Unfortunately, we never found anything close to it. Rubbing these two objects together seems to produce fire. Maybe this is the long-lost energy source we've always been searching for. I'm gonna go ahead and say nah, but, you know, you tried. I've observed several species of shell-dwelling creatures inhabiting the perplexing pool. One of these feisty beasts forms a spherical gem within the meaty depths of its shell. In a way, this gem could be considered this creature's life work. I consider my children my life's work. That's adorable! Yellow Pikmin are infatuated with high places. They seem to love it when I toss them high in the air. Once I hurled them up to a high area and they came down with this treasure. So that's pretty neat. This must be some kind of memorial capsule left by a lost civilization. It's left behind some image data, but I can't make any sense of it. I'm gonna have to do some additional analysis. I'll document any exciting new developments in my log, along with pages and pages of meaningless doodles. Amazing. I've never had much desire to climb the corporate ladder, but I'm beginning to think I should. Every year that my kids grow older, they get more expensive. Taking care of them is my most important duty. I should take lessons from the ship on how to be a high-pressure salesman. Then I'd rake in the cash. I don't exactly know why this line of dialogue comes to this particular item. The other day, my daughter begged me to get her some jewelry. She's becoming so fashion-conscious. I know girls grow up quickly, but I never imagined it would happen this fast. That one makes more sense as to why it would trigger that memory. I'm not just an intergalactic space captain. I'm also an artist. I see the inner beauty of everything. Some things other people call ugly and boring, I find intellectually stimulating and aesthetically pleasing. It's true. I'm sophisticated like that. So he says. Just looking at this sealed container makes me want to open it up, but opening it will decrease its value on the alien antiquities market. Maybe I'll just use my imaginary can opener and pretend to open it instead. I suppose that's an option. Fascinating. If I keep staring at the symbol, I know I'll come up with a brilliant idea for a new product. I'm not sure if that's meant to be ironic. This item came from the personal treasure hoard of a massive Pikmin devouring spider. It doesn't really devour so much as it stomps. The whole cave was crawling with all kinds of fearsome creatures. I decided to name that eerie cave the Citadel of Spiders. The ship can't stand bugs. Whatever. I ask it to store whenever I ask it to store a specimen for salvage, it threatens to stage a mutiny. It has no such choice in the matter, my goodness. All right, then. That's another good number of expeditions all sort of figured out. Hopefully you guys had yourself a super fantabulously wonderful time. In the next part, we're probably going to head on back over to the Awakening Wood, get ourselves some blue Pikmin, bolster up their numbers. Then we'll have our whole rainbow squad available to us, and we'll be able to get everything that we possibly can, with a little strategy in mind. Anyway, once again, hope you enjoyed yourselves, and I'll see you all next time.
引っこ抜かれてあなただけについてゆく今日も運ぶ戦う笛